matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can...
Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Burks. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. He's got it. First down and more. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooner. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Creates a little space. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Auburn offense. To say this has been a slow start is a... Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Fields. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Howard. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Fights off the defender. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the catch, it's Burks. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sategna. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Kent. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
He'll sneak it. Makes it past the marker.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Singleton. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Singleton. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grabbed behind the line, it's Howard. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fouls through the defense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first.
Wide open on the right. Touchdown Sooner. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Snagged in the middle, it's Barnes. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. The give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quick step and go. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed on the outside, it's Burks. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Burks. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that lead grows even bigger. get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pulls and fires complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Simmons. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Coleman. These corners going to give them some space. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simmons. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Off the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Running back searching for a hole. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Handoff from the gun. Fighting off the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Back to pass, it's Mateer. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. The Sooners decide to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for room, it's Robinson. Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Caught in the backfield. It's Kent. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try the run. Sweet cut there. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Using his legs, it's off. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it down the right side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Coastal Carolina. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking for a crease, it's Cobb. There he goes. The 30, the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He'll pull it on the read. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quick handoff. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Howard. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. Sweet cut there. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll give it to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Sooners line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kent.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Gets the back moving. Finds his tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Sooners are marching down the field. Now the play fake. Fires left. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Sooners hit it quickly to the line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. dangerous play. And the defense got it. Inside the 50. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Auburn. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway. You scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. Lowers those pads. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The offense coughs it up. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. On the ground, it's Cobb. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. They want to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Touchdown! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Palmer, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level. And all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are making a statement with the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy run. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got a man, it's Burks. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Finds his man, it's up. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown Sooner. They move on top here on the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Byers in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 18 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going to swing it on second down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The sure hands, it's Singleton. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Sooners just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Now they'll run the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Second and long here, but objective number one, keep that clock moving. To throw, it's Mateer. Right on the money. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And back to the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Simmons. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Got a man. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.